Alright, go ahead.
Hey man.
Hello.
In this game, it was like, so my one brother Bloodhawk is in there. He only plays carry. He just breached 4K like a week ago
Hmm.
for the second time. I think he dropped back down to like 38 and went right back up. But and then Merlin is a real life friend. So is Vex and Black Charles. But I last picked Void, and they all knew I went through that MMR drop, and my brother, the carry guy, was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Like, it made everybody
Hmm.
nervous,
Okay.
and it was just kind of funny because I saw the Skywrath go mid, and I saw the Invoker on the other team, and I was like, "Fuck this!" And Earthshaker and Omni, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going Void."
Hmm.
Good choice, right?
It's okay. I mean,
Well,
you only have Skywrath to do any damage during this. I mean, Silencer
yeah.
can to an extent, but
Well,
it's
I thought well, he's really good at Skywrath. I played like 3 games just with him before we started partying.
right. But what
Is that
happens
something
if
else?
the chrono target gets repelled?
Yeah. Wow. Good question.
I mean, there is like a Silencer on your team, so you can global, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I
I
mean,
think.
it's an okay pick, but I don't want to
Well,
focus on that so much. It is
it was
okay.
like I think it was like a. Can you see what MMR range it was? I never checked, but I would
No,
assume
I
it was like
can't.
3.8 probably.
No, I can't off your profile. Let me
Well, the
check.
guys the guys I
Yeah.
was with were 4.2,
Hmm.
4.1 almost, 3.8, and well, yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
So I think it was pretty high.
Okay.
Um, so I don't know why these guys didn't counter me better. I think they just shrugged me off and didn't know it was coming. But anyway, I'm gonna
Okay.
just listen now. Tell me
Yeah,
what I've
sure.
done wrong from the start
Okay.
and what I
Nothing
can do
here was
better.
really bad.
I'm
Uh,
getting better at creep blocking.
that's
Since you
good.
told me how to do that double self target.
Yeah, that's good.
It's nice.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. This ward is bad. I know you didn't place it, but it doesn't give
Oh
any
yeah, I
vision.
would put it like I have started using that twice, and I put
Hmm.
it like right. I looked in the, in that custom
Yeah,
thing to
yeah,
find
this
the
place.
right behind the rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, right away, this lane that Radiant has is shit. You guys should
Yep.
dominate this lane.
Yep.
PA is a shit laner. And situations where there are like dual lanes anyway, and you can pressure her. Omni is okay. He's good at keeping her alive, but he's not an aggressive laner.
Yeah.
Earthshaker can set up kills, but only if he has heroes that can get kills. Like
Mhm.
these two heroes cannot, especially on your heroes. Like they can kill Silencer, but he shouldn't be at a position like that. So
Am I supposed to hear the sound?
you're not.
No.
It's only a sharing screen.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
The video's good. Better than
Okay.
last time. Way better.
Okay. Excellent. You should be helping Silencer here. Uh, like it is his job to zone, but like you're not last hitting right now. Like you went for a last hit here, and your immediate reaction, since like the enemy heroes can't really zone you out or do any damage to you, you should just like run this way down to PA and like pressure her
Yeah.
on this. Yes, you don't even have to hit her. You just need to like act like you're
I
going to,
I
and that will
think
push
I'm
her
gonna
out.
start doing what you want me to do, but I'm like
Hmm.
trying to like really go between the farm. I'm trying not to miss it. I
Hmm.
wasn't sure what I should prioritize more, so I found a mixture of it.
Now you prioritize farming, but you have time in between creeps
Okay.
to go for this kind of play. That's pretty important, actually.
I think I was just trying to make them think I was coming. You see that? And then like trying to keep them back and waiting for the moment. And I probably could have already had it. I don't.
Yeah, you missed it a couple times. Like here, I'll try
I
to
know
find
all
the exact
Silencer's
point.
skills, but I don't play them, and I'm not the greatest at understanding his
Okay.
setup.
So
But
right here was an opportunity for you to do that. Like after this,
okay,
yes, you can just run like
full
right
health on
now.
all the creeps.
Yeah, right now. You don't have to right click him. Like the way you go about this is you just right click next to him. So you're issuing move commands next to his hero, but you're not actually attacking. And the creeps won't aggro you this way, and you'll still get the positioning. So
Being that
that's
this. Oh,
something
sorry.
important.
Yeah. Okay. Seeing that this Vex guy's 4.2, do you think he's already thinking like, what am I doing? I
Maybe
mean, he
not. I
didn't. He
mean,
does never. He never talks to the mic. He's
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, he might
okay.
be if he's like very observant, but like he's doing fine. Um, you're not doing poorly. You just could be doing this better. Like that's all.
Okay.
Here you're
Well,
like, I think you're trying to thin the wave here, but it's
I
at
was.
an inopportune time. Like you still have a range creep alive at this point, so if you thin the wave here, you're just going to like cause it to push to their tower. Uh, Vex denies, so it's like reset. But here you have an even number of creeps. Like there's no reason to start thinning here.
Yeah.
Like and also with the way this creep wave is arranged on Radiant side, like this creep is out in front and it's getting hit by 3 melee creeps, so it's naturally going to push the wave to their tower. So there's no reason to thin here.
I think I was hyper focused on the fact that we're 2 range creeps, and I needed to leave them. I don't know why. It's just a problem when I have 2 range creeps. Oh, yeah. No, it would have been maybe a problem, but not even so. If there were 2 range creeps, enemy range creeps, and it was close to my tower.
Yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. Like here, you actually want it to push to your tower. Like you don't want to thin until it gets to like this point.
Yeah.
And you want to like keep it in this area, because like then PA is going to be like very pressed or hard pressed to farm.
If Earthshaker comes down or some shit.
Right. Yeah, you'd be very safe, and PA would not be able to farm. That would be good.
Yeah, that's true. I think I was trying to hold it in the same spot because I was so focused. I'm still kind of new to doing well in the creep equilibrium. Or controlling it one spot. I mean, we kept it one spot, but I think I was just so focused on trying to get the kills that that I only thought about keeping it in the same spot.
Right, and our creep equilibrium is something that will like win you games on its own. So that is, you know, maybe we can add that to the checklist of 20 skills or whatever, because it's really big. It's a fundamental skill for sure. Okay, so let's talk about this. You get a bash and he dies.
Is my creep walk? I mean, is my
I think that was fine.
Or not orb walk. What am I trying to say?
Animation canceling.
Yeah, am I doing that okay?
I mean, I think it's fine. It could always be cleaner, and right here you messed it up with that move command. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually go too ham on these just because it's like not that helpful.
You talked to that 4.4 Void game a lot. You talked to him a lot about that.
Yeah, well, he had less things to work on when it came to like positioning and laning creep equilibrium. I thought he was doing completely fine in that regard. So like I need to like go into finer details in that sense.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. To actually find something that you can really focus on.
Right, because if I just talk about like, oh, your positioning was great here. Yeah, great job. That was a great gank. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to point out good stuff, but it's not very helpful in most cases.
Like I should have let both these creeps hit that range creep instead of tanking it.
Yeah. So here you're causing the lane to push a little bit. It won't like necessarily start pushing right away, but.
Oh no, I have 2 range creeps that I can't cancel. Okay.
Right.
So we're push at least like a half creep wave down, isn't it?
Right. Well, I mean, you can. It depends on if the enemy range creep got one more hit off on this one, you could start denying it, and it would be fine. But you are going to be in a position where you're going to push a wave. I mean, it doesn't matter so much in lanes like this because you can always just pull the side wave to like reset the equilibrium.
That's something I don't do. Do you know the timings for it when the lane comes by if it's not being hindered by the other creep wave?
It's 50 seconds for this one.
That's what I thought.
You can just use a visual indicator too, like just go based off distance, like
I do when I pull the easy cam.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know how you do it.
I do it when it crosses the beginning of that creep wave. Not that one, but I go to the right. It's usually like in between those 2 sets of trees. No, left.
Okay, yeah, in here. Okay.
Like right there.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You can just use a visual indicator like that. I think like right here.
Right there
is a decent spot. I mean, yeah. I don't know the exact thing because I use the timers.
Side, if I'm pulling, like if the radiant creep wave's coming.
If you're pulling this way?
My tower. Yeah.
If you're pulling this way?
Yeah. Like right through there, that path.
I mean, 50 seconds, like around there. I mean, I don't know the exact visual indicators because I use the time.
Almost the same.
Yeah, it's going to be about the same. Okay. Like 50 seconds should be totally fine. And you can also adjust your paths if you have to go through this clump or whatever, or this way.
In this exact situation, has there been any points where I needed to pull that camp? I mean, stack it, start stacking it?
No, you don't need to stack. You just need to pull.
Okay, the reason why I was wondering is if I would want to stack it to like somehow, I don't even know what I'm talking about now, but I'm wondering if you'd ever stack it to pull it into lane.
Well, if you pull it at 50 seconds or like 52 seconds, you'll naturally stack it. Like you can just delay this a little bit and pull it at 52, and you'll stack it, and the creeps will die faster.
But then your next wave, if all those creeps die and we deny them all that experience, my next wave should meet the creep wave right about in the same spot, or
it'll reset. So it'll go to like the default position in most cases.
Sense.
Like also, the only time you'll ever need to chain pull like twice in a row is when the enemy team pulls and like their creep wave goes here, or when
So that comes down to predictions and shit.
Yeah.
And no one, like thinking what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that so much. That's
yeah.
it's so far off from where you need to be right now.
I'm already not able to. I can control the creep wave now without anything going on, like in a practice mode. Like I can do it
Yeah.
forth, but I couldn't even do that while I was trying to harass these people.
Yeah, let's just stick to
Yeah.
basic stuff, like
I'm
controlling it, basically. That'll be completely fine.
Okay.
I don't like your item choice here. I think, like, it's fine because you go for bashes or whatever, but I don't like it. I don't like going for the Gloves of Haste. I
Yeah,
think
I
you would have been
usually
much
go
better
for
suited
quelling.
going for, like, PMS.
Yeah. Oh, I usually go for PMS and then the what's the quelling thing? With the ring of protection.
Iron Town.
Iron Talon, and then to treads, and then to Vlad's.
Okay, well, let's stick to the
this time I
beginning
didn't, I
ends.
think because we were kind of raping them, and I thought, man, I don't know my thought process. I think it was like, let's skip a couple of those items because I don't think I'm gonna need them.
Whoa,
Was that
no,
a
no,
bad
no, no,
thought?
no, that's very bad.
Okay.
You can get away with not getting, like, a PMS or something, but Iron Talon is what keeps your item progression going, even when you're
Yeah.
doing well.
'Cause
Like,
I don't hit
there's...
that hard until I get like a fucking
Yeah,
maelstrom.
you need it to farm. You just do.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine to go for treads first in lane. That's totally fine. But in
Especially
that
if,
case,
like-
you should just get the Belt of Strength. Like, you need...
Okay.
Or the HP will help you more than the attack speed will.
Okay. All right.
Even if you get... I mean, I guess if you get super lucky and bash her, like, 3 times with the extra attack speed, then that's not true, but... You shouldn't go for roulette plays like that. At least not when you don't have to. Like, here you can just win with a steady, controlled game of just CSing and denying her. Okay, so that's fine.
That's
But yeah,
the best I've ever done, I think, under any kind of pressure with controlling the creep wave and like actually getting most of the last hits. I was happy with myself, but compared to before, since we've gotten our lessons.
yep. No, that's good. I'm glad. So yeah, I do think it's fine to go treads here, just because you're fighting so much, but you do need to get at least an Iron Talon as well. The PMS is like not super important, but it is pretty important. It helps you farm quite a bit without taking as much damage, and it also is really good in lane. Like whenever you go to trade with PA, all of the creeps are going to hit you, so you're going to take less damage naturally.
Okay.
But it's probably not something you'll be punished for or anything like that, so no worries.
Cool.
Okay, you can
I
thin
want to
here.
get through these videos faster, and I know you do. As opposed to before, they were like ridiculous. Even though I learned like every bit of everything that I could from them.
Okay.
But I'm just letting you know I can go up to 2 hours this morning if you want to.
Okay, I probably cannot do 2 hours, unfortunately. Okay.
All right, that's cool.
Okay, so I will go a little bit faster. Maybe we can do a second one after this.
Well, no, I mean I didn't want to rush you. I just want to stop slowing you down.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so you get stick. Oh, it's a good option. You could have gotten this a little bit earlier too. Like
Yeah.
maybe sell a fairy fire or something, and just get a stick. It's the extra HP will add up against PA.
All right, so my thoughts were definitely wrong about thinking. I think my thoughts right now is I need the rush Vlads and just get it fast over everything else that I normally do. The PMS, the Clone Blade and all that.
Yeah, I mean it's fine because you're fighting so much, but you need to have like what happens if they just start laning
game
against
changes.
you? Yeah,
Yeah,
if the game
like
changes at all from this stagnant position,
Right.
like if you
They
get
could
ganked or
change
something.
lanes, they could send their whole team down there, like, right? I mean,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
would change. And
I
I'm
mean,
not thinking that.
you're not gonna die to like these heroes unless Invoker mana drains you, but he's not even class flex, so you don't have to worry about that so much. But either way, yeah, either way though, if you have an Iron Talon, like if they do just decide to lane 4 heroes here, you can just go jungle, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
easily,
keep
yeah.
farming. So it's definitely an important item. You get it before Vlad's, like 99% of cases.
Oh, I used my Chronos there.
Yep. I didn't really have anything to say about this. I'll look at it again, but
I just thought carry, die. But
No,
it's
that's
probably a little bit overzealous.
I think like, okay, so the issues here are that you didn't check any TPs before you did this. Like, if our Shaker TP'd here, or if Omni could TP here, then she would live guaranteed, and it's a
Yeah.
bad play. That would require them to do some kind of team play thing, so you don't have to worry about it really that much at all. But yeah, that's something to think about. And I would have liked to see you at least like click on Omni, because he was in vision during this time. Let's see. Yeah. So you guys have vision of Omni right here. And you also see our Shaker too. He couldn't have TP'd either, but better players would have had TPs. Maybe they could counter gank or something. Like if or Shaker TPs in first and fissures you guys because you were pretty lined up. Maybe they could stop the gank and have Prophet TP in or something like that, kill Silencer. But I think going for it was fine. They have to react accordingly, so it's whatever.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the only issue I have with this was you didn't check TPs before you did it.
Yeah.
Okay, get Morbid Mask. Yeah, you said you rushed Vlads. It's fine. I do think Iron Talon would have been 100% better though. Also, Stout Shield is higher value than Fairy Fire. It'll prevent more damage, like over the course of the fight, than 75
that
damage.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Then or 150, right?
No, 75.
No, I mean like both Fairy Fires. You would have not gotten those and gotten Stout Shield to start.
No, you had Stout Shield. You just put it in your inventory.
Oh. Wait, what just happened? I got rid of it to get a TP. Oh, yeah, you're so right.
So just sell the Fairy
Good
Fire
call.
next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sell it. Don't you wouldn't even. I mean, it's gonna be useless later, so you wouldn't even put it in your stash and save it.
Yeah, there's no point. Just sell it.
Not gonna have room or whatever. It's useless.
Mm. I mean, it's a consumable. It's an important item, but only for the first like part of the game. And you know, it's already 9 minutes, so.
Yeah. I was just waiting for that crit, but I don't think you got it yet.
Yeah, she's level 5. She can't crit until level 6. So
I think he's still got a dagger. No, he doesn't. I got them both down. Nice. He was trying to crit with his dagger too on me, I think.
No, he can't crit. He's level 5. He can't crit until level 6.
Oh, sorry, I'm big noob. I didn't.
That's okay.
There for a second.
It's all good. Yeah. So the waiting for a crit thing is not valid because he can't do it. It's fine to wait for the dagger and then hit, but I mean, you can just hit him for no reason. Or
you see how I get hyper focused?
Yeah, on silly things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of important things like that.
Yeah.
Like I would have hit him so much more and been less nervous.
Right. You didn't have. You could have just like bullied him really hard and pushed him out of lane here, but it's alright. He has an Omni to heal him, so it's not a big deal.
I was concerned about like a crit and an Omni heal at once.
Well, they just used heal. You don't have to be worried about that.
No, I mean before.
Okay.
Like when I thought he could.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, using the Fairy Fire here was pretty useless. You're not going to instantly die. They already used heal, and she can't crit, so...
You know what my thoughts were, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I was past the 2-second ability to get my, to use my Q and get my health back, so I thought get a little more health, so that when I do use it, I'll have more health. I'm sorry.
No, that's... No. I don't know how to respond to that. I know what you're saying, yeah, but it's incorrect.
That doesn't make sense, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get the same amount of health back no matter what. Like,
right.
If you use it after.
If I get a little more health and I keep fucking with them, and then I Q away. I mean, I'll be less susceptible to get burst down, and I'll definitely be able to heal back to an even higher health after I get bursted.
That's sort of true, but like, you can just know that they can't possibly do that amount of damage to you in that short amount of time, unless like. Earthshaker is unless he hits 6, number 1. Number 2, Earthshaker is in fog and Nature's Prophet, Wrath of Nature's at the same time, and PA blinks on you, crits, and gets an Omni heal. Which, like, do you really think these Jianko Sore is gonna do that?
No.
Like it's not gonna happen. So you're overthinking things. Like you can use Fairy Fire reactively.
I overthink so many things while exchanging for underthinking like more important things. I think.
Yeah, that's a very common problem. With low MMR players, they get tunnel visioned on like really silly things. When like if they just focused on getting 50 CS at 10 minutes, then they would be much better players.
If that was the thing they always focused on instead of all the other things.
Yeah, if they just focused on like last hitting, even if they neglected their lane entirely, like they didn't try to win their lane at all, they just tried to get 50 CS at 10 minutes, they would win many more games. That does include you, by the way. Like in this, if like I said earlier in that Skype thing, like if you were to not get lessons from me or whatever, and you just read on a guide, hey, get 50 CS at 10 minutes, your MMR would increase, no matter what, over time.
That did make me think of something last night though that I haven't really looked at it in that angle yet, but I was like, if I were to not care about anything other than my lane and control that and stop worrying about everything else that's happening in the game, and I completely completely own that lane. Then there's only no matter how bad my players are, the other team has just as many bad players, and so over time the only chance is going up.
Right. Yeah. It's just a matter of like variance at that point.
Right. It's just a variable that's even with bad games and I lose, but it should be more often than I win if I'm really that much better in my fundamentals in the laning stage.
Right.
Even if I don't do the hottest after that laning stage.
Yeah, no, if you have a good laning phase
Makes
and you
sense.
just focus on that, then Dota is going to be easier for you to play because you'll have more items, more experience. So that's why I always focus on that in
And my
coaching
lane
lessons.
opponent
Yeah,
won't. Yeah.
right,
So you've changed the odds just by that one lane.
right, yeah. That's why a lot of
Okay.
good players will just go mid in pubs, even if they're support players. Like PPD plays core very often. Like he'll play carry or mid or whatever, and he's not like a great carry player, but he at least gets it. Like he knows how to. So
Yeah.
he can win games for his team by just, being solid and having a solid lane.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff that happens. Let's look at it. Okay.
And I think this is so action-packed that I didn't necessarily care about much of the rest of the map until laning stage is over. It's kind of over now, but
Well, you only
Yeah.
care about it when Chrono is up. Other than that, your job is to stay here and farm and push.
what I mean is I didn't take very many variables or info over the map,
Yeah.
like knowing what's going on with other people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
'Cause
even
I'm
want you to
so
worry about that
focused.
so much.
Okay, as long
Like-
as I just maybe see that there's missing heroes or something.
Yeah, like look at the
No.
minimap. Use the minimap for sure, and just like look for missing heroes. But at this point, I don't want you to worry about like how your teammates are progressing their items or whatever. I always include that in the first lesson, just because like if the person never gets another lesson from me or whatever, they can at least like go back and watch when they're higher in MMR. If they get to that point and they can see like something else they can improve on. And it
Yeah.
takes like 2 seconds to mention that, so
That's awesome.
it's value. But yeah,
Good
Okay.
to see us. And worry about your lane.
yep. Okay.
So yeah,
So-
I actually paid enough attention. I think my friend Mark Skywrath actually said he was coming. I don't even think I knew that he was coming down there. It's not a bad thing, but it worked out with that Chronos.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what you guys need to do. Ideally, Omni is like the best target because he can't repel himself if he's Chrono. So it's a
Yeah.
good spot or good hero to kill.
So
Yeah.
yeah, Skywrath was my only setup, but I picked him even more so, I think, because I could time dilate Invoker and Omni and Airshaker.
Yeah, no,
pretty
it,
bad.
it
All
was
of them,
it was a
really.
fine pick. It was a fine pick. It's just a little weird.
For
Like
four
you
of
have
them.
to play it very well anyway. But yeah. Okay.
Maybe we'll get through a whole game today.
Maybe. Could be. This is fine. Okay, you do get your Vlads. That's great. You do want to get an Iron Talon at this point, though.
Yeah,
Even
I
if
think
you
I
have
might
Vlads.
still do
second.
it at some point, but I might not have, dude.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll
I'm not
try to
gonna.
get it from now on. It's so
Yeah.
core on him, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely core. Because like you're not gonna have
No.
lanes like this every game where you just like completely dominate.
I hear I was communicating to my team that I had a TP and that I was trying to get this tower first. Was that the right move?
Yeah, getting the tower is
Up
totally
top.
fine. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's not fine because you didn't look. You don't know what's going on up here.
Oh, I didn't click up there, but I was watching the map. which
Yeah,
wasn't-
okay.
wasn't enough.
That's fine. No, it is fine, but you need to like make sure you're watching very closely.
Well, I was saying to them, like, guys, I'm staying here. I'm doing this. Is that okay? And
Okay.
nobody responded. So I should have looked.
Yeah,
Is it,
if nobody
like-
responds, then you need to look because like they might be fighting or something or doing something dumb. But yeah. But yeah, either way, getting the tower is totally fine. Like this is a big win for your team. So. All right. So continuing to push. Looks like you're going for a blink next, which is pretty good.
I didn't mean to TP there. I meant to TP top, but it
Yeah,
works underneath.
Yeah, tipping top would have been slightly better.
So I just did it too fast and clicked too close to the right side.
Yeah.
But watch this. So bad. I tried to like jump in here and then I short and then I couldn't
yeah.
get the so I had to wait. It would have been so much better.
Yeah, it would have been way better for sure.
But I still get a good one. I'm like panicking here, like, come on.
Yeah, no, that was fine. Yeah, so let's just watch this and see exactly what happened. I think you just clicked too quickly for time off.
I think just thought I would go a little further, and usually I can time this pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
got a pretty good feel for him, but
your issue was just where you clicked. Like, I'll try to get it down to the exact frame.
yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't looking either. I think I was no.
Okay. So right here, you clicked like behind this tree line. So even if you were to go the full distance here, you would go like behind this tree. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a good spot. You need like if you just went up like this.
Yeah,
Here.
we went right closer and over the edge.
Yeah, if you just went,
Right
you know,
where
right here
is.
by this campfire, and yeah, where Striker died.
Dead or Shaker.
Yeah, you would have been totally fine. You would have gotten a great chrono.
Could have
And-
gone more left of that, but wasn't
Yeah.
worth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That far.
Okay. So it ends up working out, but something you could have done better. I also did. No, okay, you killed them all anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but it does a little bit.
Yeah, of course
And
it does.
at this
There
point,
might have been a situation where it did.
at this point, like your 4K player is gonna win you the game. Well, he should win you the game. Like, he's very
He's a solid
farmed.
carry for his MMR. I mean, well, he has a very YOLO personality that sometimes
Okay.
all of us
Well-
that are even under his MMR are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's fine. My point was just like in this case, like the game is basically over. It's like 90% over. You just need to keep
Yeah.
farming and you'll win. And just don't like chrono your entire team, and you'll be
Well,
fine.
see, when you know that, to some level, when I play, I do freak out and get negative in a lot of games when something goes bad. But I do tend to know, to some reasonable degree, at 12, 15 minutes, when my team's doing so bad, and I know that the other team has heroes that we can't stop. And it just can't. You know, they have like a farmed out the ass CK and freaking Invoker and PA running us down, and my team barely has anything. It's like, and it just happens over and over. And I'm like,
Okay, so
Yeah.
why aren't you farming enough to win the game? Like, that's what I'm hearing from that. I'm not farming enough to carry my team. That's what I got from that.
no wards and them YOLOing all over the place. Then I start feeling I got to get wards as a carry because no one will buy any.
No, you don't need wards to farm, dude. These are 2K players. Like, you can predict what they're gonna do. They're gonna
They're
fucking.
good at ganking, man.
No,
I
they're
suck
not.
at it.
They're. This is how they gank. This is how a 2K player ganks. Okay.
Just run and search.
Silencer. No. Okay, I see Silencer. I'm gonna run fucking straight at Silencer. I'm gonna go from mid. I'm gonna TP mid, and I'm gonna run straight there. If I see Silencer run to the top jungle, I'm gonna run this way because this is where the top jungle is, and I need to move my hero here. That's how a 2K player ganks. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't predict
They
like.
don't think about anything else.
Yeah,
other than
nothing.
their
So you can abuse this. You can just be like, all right, I'm gonna show mid. I know this dumbass like PA or Nature's Prophet or whatever is gonna TP mid and try to kill me. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna farm one camp, and then I'm gonna TP bottom, and then she's gonna have to run all the way to bottom or like TP bottom or something later on.
So I gotta start thinking about how not only me escaping them, but wasting their time.
Yeah, well, you don't have to start thinking about that. You can just like try to be safe.
Just get
But
away.
yeah, like you don't have to worry about all the other stuff. But that's like an example of like why these guys are not good. Like they do things
See, that's the
so
thing.
simply.
Yeah. Which makes me not good, I guess. But
In a way, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but
I know you're
like I gotta help you here. Like I feel bad that I can't explain this better,
right
but yeah.
now, where I am, and I'm not gonna tell it anymore because I just don't give a shit. I'm just playing the best I can, which
Yeah.
is making me better. But I seriously think that if I only played the carry heroes you set me with,
Yeah.
if I was still 2.7 and I understood those heroes well with all the same skills I have, I honestly think that I would just go from like a 100, 200 variance back and forth and stay right about there. But
Maybe,
now that
yeah.
I'm where I am right now, the way I play is detrimental, and I'm just going to keep crashing, I think, unless I change something more.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
sort of, but I really don't think it's that
Playing-
drastic.
Like,
It's really no. There's no
Just to
incorrect.
play the-
There's no correct or incorrect. Like
Alright.
this is 2K. Everything in this game was like technically incorrect. Like a pro player could look at this and like talk about how the compositions are stupid, which doesn't matter in pubs. But
so you think they'd
whatever.
see this game as ridiculous as I see a 1.8 game? Or more.
Way more.
I'm
Way
just
more.
saying, if
Like, you
you
don't-
had to put Dota into Dota 2 version A and version B, that 2.7 gets out of that version A. That whole gank fucking stupid Dota that we've been talking about.
No, it doesn't. Honestly,
Right.
it does not. Like the players are better and they're getting better mechanically and their decisions are getting better, but they're not making advanced decisions at 2.7K. Like-
And I need to learn how to not be a fucking noob.
Like
Anyway.
I don't know how to explain this without sounding
every
like a
time
dick.
we go through this, it does drill it more and it makes more sense. It
Okay.
does. I just had the wrong mentality for a long time, maybe. But
Yeah, like seriously, like
Sorry.
I think 3K players can benefit from the same thing that 1K players can. Like if you get more CS in lane, you will win more games. Just get better
Yeah.
at laning. Like 3K players benefit from the same exact thing. Like it's slightly harder
everything-
because 3K players are better laners, but it still applies. Like
Yeah, like the creep equilibrium and things that we've been talking about, like basic fundamentals.
Yep.
Spectre, my brother, after watching him play a few times, I'm like, wow, he could benefit from everything you told me, like, tremendously.
Right.
Like, he does a lot of something right, but I just see all these errors in his play that it's ridiculous. You know, but he's doing something way better. He's doing a lot of things way better than me.
Yeah, I mean, it could just come down to he's a better fighter than you, which is totally possible.
Yeah.
Like, he just uses his spells better. But
I think he's always watched the minimap a lot more, and he's never tried gimmicky shit to try to improve, which probably, instead of just concentrating on his...
Yeah. Okay, so there was a point, like, way back here that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll try to find it again.
Now.
Okay. Wasn't this... Okay, was not this, I don't think. No, it was this, okay.
Okay.
There's something coming up. Earthshaker tried to gank you, so it's probably right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I was in a little bit of a risk zone, but I felt comfortable enough.
No, you're fine. You can't die to these heroes. They don't have any silences. The only way you die is if Invoker gets an Orchid, or Nature's Prophet gets an Orchid. They went full burst, so unless you get crit and Omni Healed and Wrath of Nature and Dagon and Sunstriked or something, you can't die. It's impossible. You just need to time walk right away. But here there was an issue. You just like time walk randomly for no reason. Like Nature's Prophet doesn't even cast anything on you. Like he hits you once and you time walk away. If he sprouts you here correctly, you might die.
I think I was just more quickly trying to juke.
You don't need a juke.
I was scared of NP because I've been raped by him so much, and I think he's just, you always have a couple of those heroes, at least at a lower MMR, where you get stupid because you're scared of him.
Well, I know how it is, but yeah, I don't feel that anymore. You could have just hit this guy though. Like when he gets repelled right here, this is a sign to go in and just pressure him super hard. Like make him use stuff on you. Like when he gets repelled, he can't possibly get healed because he's magic immune. So when he just comes in and gets repelled, wait, what the fuck?
You think if you'd been in my place right there, you would have killed a couple of those instead of running?
I wouldn't kill them, but I would definitely hit them. Like I wouldn't let them just fight me for no reason. Like I'm gonna win the fight, or at least I'm going to like be scrappy with it. Like there's no if I'm fighting 3 heroes here, they're not killing my silencer, they're not killing my specter, they're not doing anything except fighting me, and they're not gonna kill me because I don't like I know what's going on. Yeah.
3 heroes doing nothing for me, just delaying my escape a little.
Right, and like it's not bad that you ran away here, but it's something better you could have done here. And it would have been really
lucky, good. I make all of their mana go down, and maybe one of them have to return to base with low health.
Right, yeah, something like that.
And, sorry, I'm beating a dead horse there a little bit, but...
It's all good. Okay, so you get your blink. Go back to base, it's fine. This is like slightly inefficient. The way you time walk here. Hold on.
Oh, to get there quicker?
No, time walking is fine, but like if you only have 1 cast left, then you should just do it over this wall. It's like slightly faster, so you don't have to run all this way around, like this way. So you can just run straight and then go over the wall, and you're saving some time.
I did usually go over the wall, but I didn't think about saving my mana there to do it. Yeah. Usually, if I have mana already, All right.
Yep. Okay. Well, either way.
I'm pretty bad at mana conservation.
Yeah, most 2K players are. It's not uncommon at all. Okay, so you get your blink. At this point, you and Skyreth just need to group up and fight a lot, because you didn't go a farming build at all. Like, you can still farm with Vlads, but you and Skyreth need to fight as often as possible. Preferably with Haunt as well, but you can just go whenever Mystic flares up, and he has mana. That is the play.
Okay. See my mana already? That's pretty bad.
Yeah, there's... I don't know what caused this, actually.
I think I was... Nah, I don't know.
You just didn't regen. Different. You just didn't regen at the start, like enough at the fountain.
Oh.
You just left before your mana was full.
Just to get out, I think, because I had Void Karnos up and stupid.
Yep, it's all good though.
Because that's like 4 freaking Qs.
Yeah, that's a lot. Right. I mean, you got Arcane Boost, so it doesn't matter so much, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So... Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Spectre can't hit him, but it doesn't matter. That's totally fine. Okay. Yeah, you have this problem where you just, like... You time walk randomly. You need to stop panicking.
A little bit, like I told you before.
Wait, you tried to what?
I think sometimes I just get this, like, ninja personality and act a little impulsively.
Okay. I'll agree with impulsively, but it's not like
Thing.
it's not you trying to be ninja or whatever. It's just you are panicking and you're like trying to click in random places, or you're trying to do something, but you're not realizing like what's actually going to happen when you input these commands. Like, let's watch how this happened.
Okay.
So you kill Invoker.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're about to click. You get spreaded, and your immediate reaction is time walk away.
Yeah, it was an anxious.
Yeah.
It wasn't very calculated.
Yeah. There's no reason for you to time walk because you were totally fine, and
Yeah.
2, like you didn't
Save
time
it till
walk
when I
into the
actually
correct
need it.
place. Well, no. 2, you didn't time walk into the correct place. Like if you were to try to get away here, you don't go into trees. There's no
I was
reason for it.
elaborating on 1. I wasn't trying to say what 2 was. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
But I got you, man. That's a really good point.
Okay. So yeah, definitely like even in the middle of team fights, you should try to slow yourself down, because it's really not that fast. Like Dota is not a super fast game where you need to have amazing reaction time or whatever. It's very like slow and controlled. It only seems fast because there are a lot of decisions that you have to make.
You can see how I kind of somewhat like jittery or hasty with my mouse in the fights.
Yeah.
Like I want to act
Right.
way quicker than I can.
Yeah. You don't have the mechanics to like input the commands that you're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I need to slow down.
yeah, for sure.
More calculated would be better than being quicker.
100%.
Yep. All right, duly noted. I think I need to write that down.
Okay.
A few things today. Listen to Echo.
Great. I like it. Okay,
50
so
CS. Worry about my lane. I really need to stop talking to the mic. I fell in the habit of doing it again. But
yeah, it's fine if you're in like games with your friends, and you guys are in a 5-man or whatever. But like, don't in solo queue games, it doesn't help you at all. Like, you guys don't have the skills needed to like make use of communication. Really, I mean, it does help a little bit, but I don't think it's worth it. In the sense that if it distracts you at all and you don't get to improve as much because you're communicating, then it's not worth it. It's a bad short-term, or it's a bad long-term investment. Whereas maybe you win the game.
Yeah, no, totally. You think there's more to gain from watching just the laning stage from all these 3 or 4 games where I think I did really well?
I do, yeah.
Let's do it then. I mean, this game was raped from the rest of it. I made some really nice plays, but like you said, no one can really oppose me, and the game was going so well, right? I mean, you already know that I can't lose it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Like, Spectre and Silencer just need to press R, and you win.
Go to the GYRO one.
Okay.
This is what I need, though. I mean, I think, I'm just fucking new, but all 20. But
No, that's okay.
no,
I mean, like,
my knowledge is knowledge compared to other players is probably upwards 2 or 3. But my ability to apply it in all different kinds of ways is shit.
Yeah, and that's what matters, right? The application, and it's fine that you have the knowledge. You just need to learn how to apply it, which is it can be harder than trying to get the knowledge, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also whatever that I do.
Anti-mage.
I mean, when I randomed 150 heroes, it's hard to be at your best potential. To rank that second account that I told you about. So I got 1800. I mean, so I know I'm probably at least that, unless I got worse.
All right, my Dota crashed.
Hundreds of hours of studying, and that's so annoying in replays. That happens to me too. Well,
yeah.
You could
It's pretty annoying.
Fix that, but
well, I don't know what the issue is, but whatever.
But anyway, I think I might have skipped that 1800 to. I mean, not in some ways I didn't, but in some crucial ways I kind of skipped through the ganking whatever style Dota version A, right to closer to Dota version B without learning how to get there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then kind of went back down.
Yeah, and that's why you're like panicking when you get to this point where you're in an environment where you don't, you don't know how to react to it because you've never been there before. I kind of understand. I also think this comes from like not having confidence and like good fundamental skills to be confident in, because like it's one thing to be confident, but if you don't really know why you're confident, then it's not as good. Whereas if you get good at last sitting and your positioning gets better, you'll build up natural confidence. So that's another that's another bonus of being good fundamentally.
I know you're not very happy about me saying the whole like, well, if I keep crashing MMR and I get so low, I'm not gonna freaking play this account. But you're probably happy at least that I'm not worrying about the MMR anymore.
No, that's great. That's great. It's healthy.
Yeah, I'm having more fun.
Yeah, that's what's important, because like fun is really what it's about. I mean, even if you do plan on going pro or whatever, like a lot of players do, and you know they're very low MMR, and it might not never happen, but like fun is really what it's about. You'll never. There are very few pro players who don't like Dota and who didn't like Dota the entire time they were playing it. And it's like I don't know.
It's funny.
It really does all come down to fun.
Yeah. It also comes down to one of my. If you could categorize one of those 50 things as or 20 things as like your ability to find a really good balance between performance and anxiety. Like I'm really bad at that.
Yeah, for sure.
And that might be because I don't know. It seems at any level now that I still have that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I play with my friends, I have this like self-consciousness of like I got to do good in front of them.
Yeah,
so
I definitely understand
in those
that.
games too. Even in these games, I do really well. That was there to some point, but way more before I started getting coached by you and then taking my MR. I really just didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm gonna fucking own these people.
Right. Yeah, I feel you for sure. Okay, so let's jump into this. At the start, you should always run to like this area when you're carry, as fast as you can. Basically, you just need to scout the offlaner warding. They don't ward in this case, but probably shouldn't rely on them just not warding. It's a very common thing for them to do. So, that information is very valuable. And you're not. It's not bad information here. Like you at least know they're not invading your jungle. But yeah. Okay, this is fine. Also, when you're playing against an Invis hero, you want to make note of what your supports have for detection. That way you know whether or not to commit for a kill.
Good call.
So like if you just or if CM randomly starts pinging Bounty Hunter like, hey, go in, and she doesn't have detection.
I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, if she doesn't have detection, then it doesn't matter, and you can just ignore her.
Yeah. Or on the other end of things, I just think my support's stupid because they think they can kill him, but when they do have dust and I didn't know it, you know.
Yeah, so just check
go
for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That helps a lot.
Okay. Should have started denying here a little bit.
More deny.
Yeah. So this creep is getting focused by 2 creeps on the enemy team. So, you probably could have gotten the last hit. I don't know. I think I would have gone for the deny.
One? Oh, yeah.
No, you got the last hit, but the lane is going to push slightly if you don't go hard and denies here. You can definitely do it here. Okay, yeah, you do. That's good.
I think this is actually like 4 or 5 games, or no, this was the first one that I played with them. Yeah. But I've played quite a few games now with Carrie since you've instructed me. It's helped so much.
That is good. I'm glad. Vex should not be here. He should be jungling. Like, he's not doing anything in this lane. He might help slightly with like the creep equilibrium.
Much, by the way. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. You probably will be able to tell, but he's a pretty solid player. He just doesn't like to support.
I can tell here.
You know, at this stage, I didn't realize that was my friend who was playing CM. I was so focused. I even said a couple of things in the mic that he probably was thinking, "What the fuck? Don't you know him, Vex?"
Well, either way, let's talk about the game. So I think this guy should just be jungling. He's not doing anything in lane that you couldn't be doing. Maybe he's saving you in this case, but yeah. CM is not a laning hero. She's a jungler for sure. Okay, you're not in danger here at all. You should kill Windrunner. Okay, she's dead. Like she has no counterplay. She's dead. If you go on her right here.
She already used Windwalk, didn't she?
No, she's shackle shot.
Oh, she
walked into lane and shackled you at level 1.
Shit.
Like she's 100% dead here. She can't do anything. Even if Bounty goes on you, like if you just turn around and start hitting her and rocket barrage, she just dies. Even if she sits in the creep wave. Like CM's not gonna have any spells for a little bit, but like she can't do anything at that point. So we missed a kill opportunity there. You might have lost a lot of HP, but you still have like your full set of regen, so it would have been totally fine to get the kill. Or at the very least, let's say by some miracle she jukes you, at least you'll be taking all of her regen away, because you'll do like a shit ton of damage to her during that time.
Okay.
So then she has to go back to base, or just like, you know, die later on. Okay, yeah, this guy is a very bad player, but that's alright. Let's see here, he lives because he's level 2. And he has a Windwalk, or Windrun rather.
Yeah.
But it was a good decision to go on her either way. Like the damage was good.
I'm zoning her too.
Okay, but yeah, she has no offensive potential now, just because she already used those 2 skills. You're playing too far back here. You should be like.
I should be between her, huh?
Yeah, if you sat right here, like you'll make her, like, she can make the choice of hitting you and just forcing trades, and that's fine. But then you back off. Whereas right now you're just conceding all of this area without like
But either way, I'm probably gonna be the boss, and she's gonna lose farm, and I'm gonna gain it.
Right. Yeah. If you're sitting here and she's back here and she starts hitting you, you can just run towards her and like rocket barrage and make her wind run, and then you can go back to CSing. It's hard to do that and CS at the same time, but it can be done. And you'll see if you watch RTZ replays of Gyro, he does this all the time.
Cool, man. I'm learning a lot today.
Okay, great.
I always do.
Great. Okay, that was fine. You weren't expected to do anything there, so it's cool. I would get boots before the Sage's Mask. I think the positioning is higher value.
Yeah, and I already had so much mana. And you notice I'm not using flak like I did before.
Yeah,
when
no,
you were
that's
watching
great.
me. Like,
That's great.
fucking
That is good.
I'm trying to be better at the mana.
That matters quite a bit.
Yeah,
It's a very important thing.
so much.
And also a small thing,
I
but you
get
have
that
a CM on your team as well, so she's going to get Arcane Aura at level 2 most likely.
Oh, yeah.
So you definitely don't need this.
There've been games where I realized I don't think I even considered that. I'm so
I mean,
bad.
no, you don't have to worry about that so much. Like, this is a minor thing, but it's something I want
Yeah.
to point out, so you're, like, aware of it. Don't
They
focus on
all
stuff
add
like that,
up,
though.
dude.
Yeah, no, they do. They do. They definitely do.
That's why I like that you pointed out. Alright. So I was just loving this whole keeping the creeps there and shit.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is what you want. Okay, so you get your Aquila. You want to turn this off.
Oh shit, I knew that. I know that. I know.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
always forget to do that sometimes. Some games I'll remember it and I'll even use it. Like to pull and push and but I don't think I realized it in a minute or two.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, you can keep it on too. You just have to deny more and like hit your creeps more. So the line doesn't push. But yeah, it's easier to just turn it off.
I think that Wind Ranger might be closer to my MMR over this game.
Yeah, it's pretty likely. I mean, like the level 1 Shackle play, it tells me, number 1, he doesn't know what skill to get a level 1 on Wind Ranger.
Right.
Number 2, he doesn't realize how much damage his hero does and when he's threatening. Number 3, he doesn't realize how threatening CM and Gyro are. So like there are 3 huge fundamental things that signal that this guy is very low rated.
Yeah, he's by himself. Why would you ever get Shackle?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't even play Wind Ranger. I've only played a couple games, and I know for a fact that you get Wind Run most of the time. But
Right. Okay. So that's all fine and dandy. You should be tangoing here, though. There's no reason to be this slow. Like, if she hits a power shot on you, you're not going to die, but you're going to be in a position where you need to use regen anyway. So you might as well just be tangoing, like, whenever you take a little bit of damage, like 100 damage or so. Like, I'll try to find
once
a point.
again, I think because I'm so new to actually implementing this creep equilibrium in the game, I think I'm letting some things that I normally would have done go.
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes, maybe not.
So, like, you could just tango right here while you're under the tower, and it'll be fine. You'll regen a lot. Okay, so let's go back to 340 or 410, whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
I could have immediately got a tango anywhere along there.
Yeah, no, you had plenty of time to do it. You're definitely
no
focused too much. Also, you missed like quite a bit of CS. It's not helpful for me to say, but you did miss quite a bit, and that would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Shouldn't have missed that one either. Let's see.
Okay. Just get phase boots. That's completely fine. Good stuff.
My CS is still crap probably compared to what it could be, but that's what the goal is. But it's
Yeah,
way better
no.
than it
If you keep
was.
doing the last step practice, like 20 minutes a day or whatever it is, like 5 minutes on each hero, like you'll improve.
I didn't do it yesterday. I forgot, but I literally need to write this stuff down. But I'm literally doing just the 3 heroes you told me in that last hit practice. Spectre's the most challenging.
Yeah, Spectre is super annoying for sure. But if you get good with low damage heroes, it'll be fine. Gyro is a very low damage hero as well, like at least at level 1. So he's a good practice. He at least has a good animation, but can still be tricky. Yeah, that will help you quite a bit. So generally when you get 6 on Gyro, if you're like healthy, you want to buy a TP, just because the hero is really good at TPing in and like killing people. So if you have an opportunity to do that, then you want to be able to take it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That being said, it's totally fine to just sit in here and farm for the entire game, pretty much, at least until later on.
You know, it's funny as I know I'm improving, like fast. I'm not giving myself enough credit for what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, not at all. I completely agree with that.
When I play a 1.8 game, even if the game's going well, there's not many people that would do what I'm doing right there in this lane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Wait, is this a solo game?
No,
No,
I
no,
mean
this is friends. Okay.
4Ks.
Yeah.
Well, two,
Okay.
one 4.2, one 3.9.
Yeah.
3.8. Sky's been doing all their challenges mid with Sky.
Mhm.
Getting good at them.
Good stuff. Okay, that was fine. It's mostly Wonder on there being stupid, but it's good that you guys followed up.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, I felt good, but I knew she was retarded. So.
It's fine. You don't have to feel like bad for killing her or anything like that. Like, I mean, it's Dota.
This is fucking mean.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to do this.
This is an equilibrium thing. I think at this point you should start pushing, but if we were to just talk about like keeping it equal, you don't want to kill this cannon creep. It actually does quite a lot of damage, and like you also have a cannon creep alive, so now the lane is going to push. But I think the optimal decision here is to just start pushing and pressuring the tower.
Again? I'm sorry. I was just thinking like I don't want the catapult near my tower, and I know now that that's stupid, but explain that again.
Sure. So.
Like, will that catapult keep hitting my catapult even if I leave it alive once my creep wave gets there?
Yeah, no, these two are just going to fight to the death. They're just going to fight to the death, the catapults.
It won't switch to another creep of any kind if they're hitting each other.
Well, I can't guarantee that it won't switch because I don't know exactly how it works, but it's going to keep hitting like your creeps. That's guaranteed. It's not going to just go randomly hit your tower.
Get damage against my creeps. So maybe go a little more forward.
Yeah, like it's just pretend the catapult is a range creep, like an extra range creep or something. So if you have a range creep alive already, like let's look at it. Okay. So right now, you have 2 melee creeps hitting you, and you have 2 range creeps hitting you. We'll call the catapult a range creep. So you also have 2 range creeps alive. Now their second range creep is getting much lower. So in order for you to push the wave into your tower, or pull the wave into your tower, more accurately, you would need to kill one of your range creeps, or have one of your range creeps die. But in this case, you kill the second range creep, and your 2 range creeps are going to gang up on this one now.
You know, I'll be honest with you, I need to bring this to a whole new level, Echo.
Okay.
You know, that last hit practice, if you could probably tell now that you've watched these 2 games, I don't try to bring the creep wave back and forth while I'm doing it, ever. I just try to keep it in the same spot, and I've pretty much been doing that.
Okay, yeah, no, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I need to go practice bringing it back and forth, I think.
Yeah, just doing it a few times will, like, you'll start to, make connections in your brain, like, it'll help quite a bit. But yeah, it's something that you can really practice and, do well. Generally, when you go for kills like this, you want to lead with call down. It's not always the case, but in most cases, if you lead with call down, you'll hit the slow, and it'll be harder for them to juke you. Whereas when you lead with Rocket Barrage like this, she has a lot of different options. Whereas before, like, she could only run away from the call down, and now she can run like anywhere she wants. And now, in order for you to hit this, like, she has to mess up basically. Like, it's really easy for her to dodge because she already knows that you're going on her.
I knew she was gonna try to hit me, and I was hoping that would hit her. But best case scenario, I might have hit her once.
Yeah, well, hitting her once is fine because you just need the slow. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
the slow's bigger on the first one with less damage, and the second one's more damage, less slow. Is that what it is?
I think the slow is bigger on the second one. The slow is bigger on the second one, yeah.
Okay.
And it's more damage on the first one.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter which one you hit. Obviously, you want to hit both if you can, but yeah.
Okay.
There's something here too. You also didn't skill your Rocket Barrage here for whatever reason. I don't know what's up with that, but it's something small.
Oh, I needed to be a level 4 and 1 flak.
I believe you can just get level 4 Rocket Barrage.
What?
Yeah, you're level 7, so you can just get the skill points. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. So if you're gonna go for a kill like that, you need to make sure.
I remember accidentally hitting my stat key. I use my number 1 and 2 as my skill stat or skill, so I don't have to click.
No, that didn't happen. You just leveled it up now. Okay, hold on. So it's a replay bug at this point because it already happened, but you leveled it up for like right here, like literally right after we talked about that, or after you started talking about the stats thing.
I wasn't trying to backtrack or anything. At some point, I remember accidentally putting it in my stat points. Like I would have never done that without having my flak and my Rocket Barrage skilled all the way up, at least to my own knowledge.
Well, you didn't skill stats because you leveled up. Oh. No, not here. You leveled up Rocket Barrage like right here, while you were back here.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're right.
So
one of these games, I accidentally put stats in before I was level 6, though.
Okay, well that's fine.
I don't know if it was this one. I mean, it wasn't this one, I guess.
Just remember to like cross your T's, dot your I's, and all that.
Yes. My bad.
All good, all good. Alright. So, at this point, the lane is, like, pretty much a wash. You won it pretty handedly. Did miss a lot of CS, but, you know, you're coming in on the 50 at 10 minutes. So, it's not optimal, it's not perfect, but it's good. It's a good, you know, benchmark. I think this is the first time I've seen you hit 50 at 10 minutes, so it's great.
Really?
Yep, I think
Awesome.
so. Yeah, it's really good.
Radiant's top
Thanks,
tower
man.
is under attack.
Is 50, I mean, what is that comparable to anyway?
In the safe lane, perfect is 72.
72 is perfect?
Yep.
Wow, man. Okay, cool. I mean, it was an easy lane, but still, I would have never made that, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I don't know if I ever have. Cool.
Excellent. You can get more than 72 if you like go jungle as well, but I mean, we'll just stick with just lane creeps for now.
Oh, that game I told you where my buddy, my online friend, played Ogre and zoned out the lifesteal and kept him level 1 for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That might have been better. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe not.
What is going on here?
Where?
Alright, what's your decision here? Like, what's,
Hold on, let me pay attention.
Okay, so at this point you are low mana, so you just go back to
I think
base
I was
randomly?
headed back to base with low mana, and I think I might have tried to do a camp or two on the way back.
Yeah, you do this one, which is fine. Okay.
And I saw the creeps, I was like, I'm coming back.
That was fine. That was totally fine. Okay, then you do this. DP starts pushing.
I should have pushed with her?
Yeah, you should have been helping.
Yeah.
Like,
Wind Ranger can't do anything.
yeah, like DP can get the tower on her own, but you should just be helping in case like their team responds at all. And you can be there. Even if you don't have much mana, you're at least a threat, like to an extent.
Doing a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, like you have pretty high damage at this point, at least against towers. Also, there's no reason for you to go to base here. You have a CM and you have an Aquila.
Yeah.
Like you don't need any more mana. You'll be completely fine.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's
Still wasn't
bad.
thinking about the CM, but
Yeah,
Sure.
it's bad because like you won't be able to TP in right at this instant, but you can just communicate that. Like you're in a 5-stack or a 4-stack or whatever. So
now tell me what my rash. I don't know if it's this game, but in almost every game, I get so scared, even if we're doing well, when the carry gets left by their self farming. Like even if I'm doing well as a carry, is that the correct thinking?
no, it's not.
So if I'm
like-
doing really well as a carry and my team's winning, I should just keep pushing and farming and not try to tell my team to get that carry. Because I think I get anxious. Like
you
try to
shouldn't
catch up.
you shouldn't tell your team to do anything. First of all.
Right.
And second of all, like, I don't think you're at the level where you need to worry about, like, a carry player getting out of control. Like, maybe if it's a Spectre or something, someone that's, like, very easy to play, but, like, in order for, like, let's say Anti-Mage is free farming in this game, which he's clearly not. He has 31 at 11 minutes. If he's going to get out of control, he needs to be a good player in order for him to use that farm correctly, and he's probably not, like, realistically.
Yeah, I think we just stumbled
So-
upon one of the things that makes me really anxious. In almost every game, I think I do that. I'm like, because there's so many games the carry comes back, but maybe it's because I'm not.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Instead of trying to find that carry, just push more and cause more pressure.
Yeah,
and
if you just
take
farm
them
faster
out
than
of the
him,
map.
like, even if your hero doesn't scale as hard, like, if you just farm faster and play better, like, to a certain point, it's going to be better than just,
Yeah.
like, trying to gank. You don't need to worry about, like,
And
this
wasting my
countering.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about this countering the carry, or the other carry thing until you're way higher MMR, and, like,
Okay.
that becomes, like, part of Dota.
Okay.
Like, but at this point, just, like, if you just focus on getting CS benchmarks and getting your items and not dying, then you will increase your MMR guaranteed 100%.
Yeah, you know, a lot of this, I'm starting to break through it even way more.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of this isn't me not trusting you in a sense. It's more of me taking a long time to get over my anxieties and my my misperceptions.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm sorry about that, but I'm getting there. I mean, I believe you. And
No,
it's
it's all
making so much more sense every time we have a lesson. And at some point, I'll probably stop annoying you with it.
No, that's okay. I mean,
It's got to get a little frustrating. It's like, dude,
it is frustrating, but, like, it
listen to
also,
me,
like,
I'm
helps me do my
6.6K,
job.
and I've been at your MMR just about, and I've taught people at your MMR. It's like, listen.
Yeah. I think, like,
I'm getting there, man.
no, that's okay. I think part of what makes it difficult for you to, like, accept what I'm saying is because, like, well, there are a number of things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me form my thoughts here. It's
If
like
it's
I
a
had an idea,
personality
but
thing or a game thing.
no, it's not a personality thing because,
Okay.
like, unless like every 2K player has the exact same personality, which not true. That's not true at all.
You can recap at the end if you want, or you can say it now. It's whatever.
Actually, I completely forgot what I was going to say. This is embarrassing, but I had something to say.
You were gonna gather your thoughts. You had multiple points. And
Yeah.
With me not accepting.
I guess like you don't think that I can know where you're coming from because I'm like so high MMR and my teammates play well.
That's a big thing.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what it's like to be 2K or whatever, but like I mean I've been 13 years old and playing online games, and like I've been in your shoes where like holy shit, my team just sucks. How do I win this game? But like I mean it wasn't Dota at that time. It was like some other shitty game. But yeah. It's the same concepts at play. Okay, so I'm gonna.
There's a reason why everything happens, dude.
Yep.
My babbling in our conversations about this is like big. It's big. It doesn't. I mean, it probably hitting on these points, even though as much of a dead horse we've been beating, it's like probably just as important as everything else we've been going over.
Yeah, could be. Could very well be.
Maybe not as important, but it needs to be breached.
Yeah, you need to
better fast.
You need to get over this in order to like move on to other stuff for sure.
Yeah,
it's pretty important. Okay, so you are stacking here. Well, you faked like you're gonna stack. Okay, good.
Yeah, I started stacking way too late, but you know,
no, that's fine. Yeah, no, you don't have to worry about like getting it perfect every time. Just like do it.
Here's where you're gonna see me just go bonkers crazy. Right about from now and forward, I'm just like all over the place, feeling like I'm God.
Okay.
I mean, I do make almost, I think, mostly the right broad decisions.
Yeah. Your call down placement was bad here, but.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're done.
Yep. So it should have been further right in this case, because like Rubik is. Yeah, it should have been like placed right here, something like that.
I was afraid that they were about to turn away from my team, but they're going at him. Shit.
Yeah.
And for some reason he goes on me like an idiot.
Yeah, they're definitely stupid, but they do have bounty, so like it's likely that they have at least another hero there, but they just instantly die. At this point the game is over, honestly. Like they have ways to come back with anti-mage, but like this guy has to be super good in order to carry this game. It's a really hard AM game, but yeah, they also have like bounty to catch up, and Legion can scale really well, but yeah, Alright, so.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I do think we should start wrapping things up here, though.
Oh, really?
My dogs are getting anxious. Yeah, it's been about an hour, just after the talk. So.
All right. Hey, do you don't want to take a break and do another one within the next half hour, or are you good? Are you done?
I think I am done for today.
Okay. Well, then I'm probably gonna play one game and then go to sleep.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, so if you wanted to wrap it up, yeah.
No, it's just if you have any other questions, or if not, I can just start recapping.
No, I guess, I mean, it might be for another day, dude. Sounds like you gotta go, but we can do it maybe tomorrow morning or something.
If you have questions.
Talk about, well, I wanted you to start thinking about it maybe or something, but it might be a longer answer than you want to answer right now, but, so
okay.
I just kind of want to let you know, maybe I'll ask you tomorrow, but,
okay, sure.
I'd like you to go over, I know I believe you when you say it doesn't matter that much, and that's not what you want me to do right now, but just for the sake of maybe help me a little bit with raising my MMR. It's not a cheap way to do it. Go over with me what you think are all the hard counters and hard allies for the 3 heroes I'm playing.
Okay.
I think it'd be helpful.
Sure.
I mean, like, if there's something I'm unaware of and I pick a Spectre into a shit game, I mean, that's not going to help me.
It will, though.
I should... Well, actually, yeah. I guess it will.
It definitely will. No, you're listening to that game leap, that fucking game leap post. There's like a forum post.
Amazing, but
no, the site is amazing. The courses are amazing. Amazing content.
In a ranked game.
Yeah, the courses are amazing content, but the forum posts are like not moderated. So posts by non-experts are like not necessarily correct. And there's one of them that you're listening to that is super incorrect, and it pisses me off a lot. Like I don't care that I'm saying this on recording. So just. You can learn, you will learn stuff from playing into counters. It doesn't matter if it's a draft loss or whatever. And also, there's no such thing as a draft loss in matchmaking anyway, until like you're like 6-7K. But yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes odds are against you, but if you deserve to go up, you should be able to win, right?
Yeah, if the odds are against you, that's fine. But it's never going to be like a 100-0 odds are against you. At the absolute worst, it's like maybe like 70-30, something like that. Right. Not including the skill level of your teammates as well.
But I feel like to win that 70-30 game, you got to be like, you got to deserve to be 500 MMR over what you are, not
Well,
instead of maybe 100 or 200.
not necessarily.
So
You can
it'd
just
be
play
nice
like you
to
deserve.
have the right hero if I'm gonna be trying to learn. I mean, because the drafts are gonna go bad sometimes, no matter what I do, no matter what I know. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I
I
do,
just
yeah.
want to know these heroes inside out. It's not just oh, I
Okay.
gotta get my MMR up.
Yeah,
It's-
I have no problem doing that.
okay.
That sounds fine. Okay,
Um,
so
if you, it'd be nice to go over that.
yeah, no, I have no problems doing that at all. That sounds totally fine. Okay, so do you have any other questions?
Yeah, how do I kill that Wind Ranger? No, I'm just kidding.
By a blink dagger.
It's gonna happen.
then go.
I think that's it, man. I'm happy with the session. You
Okay,
wanna
good.
meet tomorrow morning then?
Sure, that sounds good to me. Same time.
Yep.
Okay,
I
awesome.
can do 1 or 2. I think you said probably 1.
Okay, yeah, I have like weird daytime situation going on. It's better for me to do like longer sessions at night for sure.
All right, man. That's cool.
Okay, so to recap, things that I want you to work on in between now and then
Okay.
are just doing the last hitting. I think that will be super beneficial in addition to going back and forth with the creep equilibrium. And there was one other thing. It might have just been playing selfishly and like really focusing on you and trying to get CS and hit benchmarks. And don't worry about, you know, the other carry if they're farming or whatever. Like, you're not playing against RTZ. This guy's not going to carry the game, most likely. And if he does, you know, whatever. Not much you could have done about it. At least with your current skill set or whatever. So
Okay.
just focus on you
Stuff
for sure.
about that.
Yep.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Awesome.
See you tomorrow.
Yep. See you then. Also Skype always if you have any questions. It's always
Okay.
open.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, man.
Okay.